When I was teaching, I may have made my students feel angry. And that maybe stayed with them. And that is their impression of me. What's going on, fam? It has been a while since I've had an opportunity to post a video. We've been dealing with Hurricane Ian, so it's postponed anything, really. I did want to leave you with a short video today. I wanted to talk about the things we leave behind. Right? You've heard a lot, like you don't leave behind personal things. You know, all that stuff doesn't matter when it comes to your friends and family. You know, you can't take your house to the grave with you. You've heard that before, probably. So what's the biggest impact you can make on people? Now, I'm saying this in reference to not only being a professor making an impact on students, or students making an impact on their professor, or just our personal lives, our personal relationships, and how we affect those around us, the decisions we make, our actions, and how they affect the people around us. You would think that I would leave a memory behind, right? Like something I did that you remember. The thing is, with time, our memories get skewed a little bit, right? Whether that's you know the time between the event and where I am now, or how many events happened in between that kind of skewed my memory, or if there was something else that happened that day that made that memory slightly vague. We don't always bring memories with us. The one thing we always bring with us is emotion. How we felt in the time. For example, excuse me, when I was teaching, I may have made my students feel angry. And that maybe stayed with them. And that is their impression of me. I frustrated them. I may have made my students feel safe. So when they talk about their old Professor Hendricks, they're going to reflect back on that emotion of safety in the classroom. I know I made a lot of students laugh. So they might have a feeling of joy when they think about me. When they're talking to their kids, 5-10 years from now, and they're reflecting back on their college experience, they're not going to remember the dad joke that Professor Hendricks said in class. But they're going to remember that I said dad jokes, or I told dad jokes, and they're going to remember how corny I was, and it made them laugh. But they're not going to remember the exact thing. They're going to remember that emotion. And I guess the reason why I'm posting this is because, recent events, had me thinking about it a lot. It's really easy to leave a legacy. It doesn't have to be like a wealth legacy or a material legacy. A legacy of kindness goes a lot farther, because a legacy of kindness has this trickle-down effect where you're kind to one person, you potentially just made their day. They might not remember what you did, but they remembered you were a kind person. In turn, they're going to want to be kind to somebody else. The impressions that we make, they leave a lasting mark when it comes to our feelings. Excuse me. Not necessarily the thing that happened, because I'm probably going to forget. But when I see your face or I hear your name, I'm going to remember how you made me feel. Did you treat me like a person? Did you treat me poorly? Did you make an effort to contribute to my happiness? Did you add value to my life? I'm going to remember how you made me feel. I suspect a lot of my students that are watching this they have their opinions about me and how I made them feel. I suspect that all of us in this world has at some point disappointed someone. But we've grown out of that phase of our life where now we're way more conscious about ourselves and the people around us. So I challenge you all, if you're watching this today, do something to improve somebody else's day. Compliment them, help them, show kindness to somebody. Because they might not remember that awesome project that you did. They might not remember what grade you got. They might not remember you're the one that held the door open for them at the store, or you're the one that randomly paid for their coffee. But they'll remember how you made them feel. And in turn, that's going to affect everybody else in their life, not just your life. So when you're talking to your professor, be professional and be kind. Professors, teachers, be professional and be kind. To your neighbors, to strangers. Be that person that makes someone else's day. My TED Talk is over. I hope y'all have a fabulous day. I hope you had a little bit of value from this. And I hope that if you were my student, I provided you an emotion that was positive. I hope that I influenced you in a way that added value to your life. And I hope you can do the same for somebody else today. On that note, I'll see you on the flip side. Thanks for tuning in to A Professor's Take.